Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back for some scrapping the vault. So, we have some scrap for you. As you can see, there is a little bit right there. And yes, Mr. Volt did forget his gloves this day, so yeah. Try not to forget your gloves, but that does happen sometimes, so. Sometimes we're out and we're not really planning on doing a dive, but for the most part we do always carry our gloves, but yeah. Just that day, Mr. Volt forgot him, but we got some new ones, so that's good. And a big, big thank you to all of our members, Amy Gaines and Colorado She Diggers. Thank you so much. You guys are really helping this channel, and we just want to give a big shout out to you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Stuff's like falling out of the dumpster over there. So Mr. Volt does take like all kinds of stuff. I mean, different types of metal and all that, but I mean, again, like if you don't have the space, you can fill up some totes and just go for like the brass and copper, or there's stuff like this, like, you know, you can find on the screen that, you know, maybe can be resold or just used, and you can save some money that way. But even though, you know, we do take steel, there's so many times where Mr. Volt will just have like a couple totes of like the good stuff inside the car, and that will be worth like maybe like I'd say like 3 to 4 times, you know, what he's able to fill in the whole back of the trailer. So I guess it's just up to you and how you like to do it. So you like to go, you know, for the metal, of course. You know, try to save as much as we can. And when possible, you know, we find stuff that we can resell. You know, because it does help us to keep going out there. So, you know, for people that need to make extra money to pay some bills, this is something that's really good for that. You know, you can get cash pretty much on the spot, you know, if you just take it in. And for us, I mean, it's just a way of living for us. You know, we're able to go out there and scrap, dumpster dive, and all this stuff, and we do make some money off of it. But I mean, that does pay the bills, so we're able to keep going out there and saving more things, and also, you know, to be able to donate. So that's one of the good things about it, because, you know, it's not just making the money, but, you know, we're saving a lot, but also we're able to donate. So that's a huge help for us, and, you know, for other people as well. And the main thing with, you know, with the channels that we have, you know, is to kind of share this stuff with you guys, because there's things that you might not know you can, you know, sell, or, you know, if someone's, you know, having a hard time right now with bills and all that, there's a lot of options out there that, you know, maybe people don't really think about. You know, especially if there's not a lot of jobs out there where you're at. You know, hopefully you're able to find some scrap. Because a lot of these places, I mean, they're just constantly throwing stuff out. So depending on, you know, how much time you have and, you know, how much space you have, if you're able to, you know, I suggest to check out eBay and even Amazon, because there's some stuff that, you know, can be resold. But if you don't have the time or the space, then that's fine too. You can just take it straight to the scrapyard for steel. Or, you know, if you're able to kind of process it a little bit further, then you can get the brass and the copper and, you know, the stainless or the aluminum. And every scrapyard is going to be different, so I mean, just check how your local scrapyard does it. And kind of go by, you know, their rules and guidelines. But we still like to show you guys kind of like in general, so you guys can get an idea. And also, you know, if you guys scrap, we love to hear from you guys, so leave your comments below. What kind of scrap you take, what works for you, because some people have, you know, a lot of space, some people have a lot of time, and some people just go by and pick up whatever it is that they're looking for. Some people specifically go for, you know, only certain things. And that's fine, because, you know, even if you don't have a car, there's so many people, you know, that we see that are able to do scrapping. And that's where I think like maybe like the cables and the brass and copper are going to be a good, you know, choice for you, because you don't, you know, you're not able to have like big space, and that's fine. Go for the stuff that's worth more. You can fit more, you know, with the space that you have. See, in these Oakley cases right here, this is something that, you know, talk about that you can sell these on eBay, and you know, we put this up and I believe it sold like a couple days later. So people, you know, they're always looking for stuff like that, especially if you have a good brand. Like Oakley is you know, it's a good brand, so it's gonna sell. Especially, you know, if you price it well. So I believe we sold those for like $15 for the set of 2, which is good for the Oakley brand. They sold like quick, and you know, after shipping and fees, I mean, we probably made close to $10, you know, just on that one listing. That was like really quick to do. And how much steel do you have to collect to make $10? So there's things that can, you know, quickly add up. And right here, like these Samsung, these are like the little earbud headphone kind of things, kind of like the Apple AirPods, but I believe those were around $100, and they worked perfect. Like, there was nothing wrong with them. Mr. Holt took them just in case, and he cleaned them and tested them. So that was something that we gave to our daughter. And they work. They have a noise cancellation, so I tried calling her, and it takes a few times now for me to call her because they work very well. Yeah, even certain plugs too. I mean, we found like, you know, the ones for laptops, we found like Dell and HP and stuff like that. We found stuff for like PlayStations, like Nintendo's different like game consoles. So especially like, you know, the well-known brands and stuff like that, you know, you can make some money off of it. But again, it just depends on how much time you have and how much space you have to do that. And Mr. Holt loves his lights. Just in case anyone doesn't know that, but yeah, he likes finding lights, so that one was really nice too. That matched one of our bigger lights that he's found as well. And come on, trash bags. People throw away like new rolls of trash bags in the trash. Look at, like, no one can use trash bags. Actually, it's been a while since we found some. So I was at Sam's Club the other day and I was about to buy a box. I'm just like hoping Mr. Volt finds some because I did not want to, you know, spend $20 on some trash bags that usually we find a lot. So hopefully he finds some because it's been a little while. You know, this was recorded a little while ago, so yeah, hopefully he finds some because we need some. And that's something that people are always throwing away, as well as pots and pans. You know, which we do recycle, but we like to check them and see which ones can still be used. I was telling Mr. Volt as well too that even the lids, like if you find a box of lids like that, maybe they don't match or they're just thrown out like that. You know, it could be different where you're at, but where we're at, our local Goodwills, they sell like lids like that by itself. So even if you don't have a purpose like use for that lid, that's something that you can drop off at, you know, your local Goodwill. And I'm pretty sure like they all have like the drop-off bins in the back of the building. So if you're able to, you know, maybe you can make a little drop-off. And there was water in there, but it looked like there was a little hole in it. I'm not sure. So Mr. Volt found a lot of good stuff in here. There was burners for the stove, a lot of little motors and parts. So all of that really adds up in weight. Now that was pretty heavy right there. But okay, when we do our scrapping and dumpster diving, we will go like several times a week, sometimes several times a day, you know, depending on how busy we are. So sometimes we take the trailer and sometimes we don't. But there's times that, you know, we might go for a route like just regular dumpster diving, like retail stores, and it turns into a whole scrap video right there because sometimes, you know, Mr. Volt will find a ton of scrap. And then there's times where he's going to his scrapping places and he'll find a lot of like clothes and purses and stuff like that. So I mean, you never know what you're gonna find. And we did mention this in our last video on our main channel, Volt Diving. We do love our trailer, but for safety reasons, it's been kind of giving us trouble with the car. So it did come loose a couple times. So yeah, we're kind of like thinking about, you know, putting some money aside and saving up for a van, you know, either just, you know, a regular van or a cargo van, something that we can either do, you know, scrapping or dumpster diving or both. But yeah, that's something that we're looking into. So it's a little bit more secure, safe, and then also, you know, if you guys watch our main channel, we do donate a lot of food as well. So we are looking into contacting a couple local businesses that are going to be helping us out with some donations. So that's why we're also thinking about, you know, getting a van instead and doing it that way, you know, because then we can just pick up donations from local stores and restaurants and We have places that we're able to donate to, so that would be a huge help. Again, if anybody wants to help out with that as well, you do not need to spend any money at all. We're not asking for any donations for that. But if you're able to, maybe click on a playlist, maybe let a few videos run, that would be a huge help for us. Look at there's so much in here. So we need to, be able to get out there and get as much as we can, so we can save as much as we can. And yeah, we love doing this. And if you guys, are new to the channel, we do donate 10% of our scrap money to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. So we will usually do that at the end of the month. We do have, automatic payments set up for that, and then we pay extra if it comes out more. But that's just, one way that we're able to give back on the scrap that we find. Because like I mentioned with our regular channel, we do donate a lot of like, clothes and shoes and items like that. And if you dumpster dive or scrap, if you're able to donate stuff, that's great. Just check out like local places where you can take, clothes or shoes or anything like that, household goods. Even if you scrap and you're able to, take building material, Habitat for Humanity is really good too for taking supplies and stuff like that. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was a man like nearby or right around there. So Mr. Volt, especially for the industrial areas, he has permission. He lets people know what he's doing. And he lets them know about the cause as well. That we do donate 10% to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. So we noticed that once they know that and know what it is that Mr. Will is doing, they're really nice about it. So and there's companies nearby too. There's places that even will let him know when they have scrap. So don't be afraid to, let these businesses know. Especially like smaller places, because like big retail stores, I'm not going to say that they don't care, but, they're not going to be calling you when they have stuff to throw out. So yeah, try sticking with the smaller places. Because they just don't want, dumping. They don't want illegal dumping, because that takes up space from their trash cans. They have to pay for that. Makes a mess, and honestly, you don't know what people are dumping in their trash cans. So, I wouldn't want people dumping like some illegal stuff in our, trash cans. So you need to think about that and let them know that, you're gonna clean up your mess. You're just looking for recyclables. If you're able to, there's a lot of places online like Vistaprint where you can print out like, 100 or 500 business cards pretty cheap. So we have made ours, and we will hand the cards out to local businesses where we're at as well. So, that's one of the things that, we do, and they will let us know sometimes when they have scrap, or, they're just fine with Mr. Wolf dumpster diving. And this place right here where he's at, you know, this is another place that we've mentioned before, but they have helped so much. Guyton General Merchandise, they have helped us with scrap. So there's times where, you know, they'll send Mr. Volt a text message saying, you know, I have scrap for you to pick up. Mr. Volt come by, as you can see, and fill up with, you know, whatever they have. There's things that, you know, they don't sell, so they'll give it to us, or they'll sell it to us for a really good price. And that's also, you know, a huge help for us, for our family. So again, we just want to give a big, big thank you. And let us know, you know, if you guys are in the Southern California, Orange County area, you know, they do have a little store and they sell like really nice furniture, bikes. So they have like different stuff that they sell, but you know, let us know if you know, would like to check it out too. Because like I said, they help out a lot, you know. They get stuff in that they're not able to sell. So they'll let us know, and that helps out as well with the donations and for the channel. These coasters are really pretty, so I think we might keep some because it looks like there's like multiple in there, but yeah, those are really pretty. I like those. So again, there's so many different things that you're going to find dumpster diving. You know, and if you're able to, you know, physically, you know, try digging in there, because a lot of times people just drive by and if they don't see anything, they don't stop. But as you can see, there's a lot of stuff that's thrown in the dumpsters, and you know, this dumpster isn't even that full either.
I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
Mr. Volt's like over here poking things. I think that's like a watch holder or something, but tell him don't be poking things you don't know what it is. Because in case you guys are new to this channel, Mr. Volt did find like a dumpster that was like 3/4 full of adult toys, which I have mentioned before a couple times, but for anyone new, yeah, just be careful when you're out dumpster diving because you never know what you're gonna find. I mean, there's been some crazy stuff that Mr. Volt has found in the dumpsters. Like I mentioned before too. Yeah, just be careful. So there's a little glimpse right there too, like a swing set kind of bench thing, and this bike right here, this is kind of like the stuff that they have. big shout out to all of you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and have a great day. Bye.